For those that are looking for a quiet yet established neighborhood that's still not too far from the city, well, today I have a treat for you. We're gonna be in Harvest Hills by Chesmar Homes, a half-acre minimum lot neighborhood, and we're just 10 minutes off of I-35, right outskirts of New Braunfels in Marion, Texas. Really quick commute to the highway. We're also very close again to New Braunfels and San Antonio, so it gives you the best of both worlds. Alongside giving you a tour of this gorgeous home behind me, we're also gonna give you an idea on what's going on in and around this neighborhood. But before we do that, if you're new to the channel, my name is Quentin Starks, and I'm gonna be your realtor for the next few minutes. You can do me a huge favor, go down below and drop a like on the video. It truly does help support the channel. And if you don't wanna miss out on anything when it comes to the San Antonio real estate market, we encourage you guys to subscribe. Without further ado, let's go check out this gorgeous property. The model home here in Harvest Hills by Chesmar is gonna be the Gregory floor plan. It's a 4-bed, 3.5 bath, 1-story home, just under 3,800 square feet. Has a 3-car garage with a motor court. We'll see that here in a second. But in this neighborhood, they are on closeout, which typically is one of the better times to get into a neighborhood. Really good deals going on. And they start currently in the mid 500s. So right here off the bat, we have a nice covered patio. You do have an 8-foot glass accented wood front door. You have the keyless entry with the Sky Bell, nice little smart home package. But I do want to go over here and show you the motor court. So that door right there goes to your single car garage. You have a 2-car in the front. And then here is that motor court. And they actually did a huge driveway here. So if you have family, friends, entertaining, whatever the case may be, a lot of parking. And then Chesmar's kind of known for this, that like stucco and stone look. I kind of love it. But that with their zip systems, which is like a green exterior boarding that they do, makes it very energy efficient and a very sound and sealed home. As we get in, you can see all the way to the back, but before we get too deep, we'll start here on the right. This is the office, is Amanda. Say hi to Amanda, but this is gonna be the office for the home. They're using it obviously as like a sales office as well. And it does have double French doors that are also 8-foot, which are nice. Before we get into the heart of the home, let's go to the left. This is where 2 of the secondary bedrooms are gonna be. They did a nice little kind of like workbench right there, or computer station, if you will. But really good sized bedrooms on this home. Again, it's a full 1-story. So typically they short on the kids' bedrooms or the secondary bedrooms. And why I say kids' bedroom, this would be perfect for little ones. They do share a bathroom, but they have their own vanities, Jack and Jill style. Pretty good sized closets. And then as we go into the actual bathroom, you have the toilet there. On the right, it's gonna be some linen, tub, shower combo there. And then another door that does lock into the other bedroom. You have a nice size vanity for both of them. Something I didn't mention on the last one is a medicine cabinet. I actually love that feature that Chesmar does. And then right here is the other closet with another really good sized bedroom. This is gonna be front facing, so that's the front of the home there. And then as we exit back into kind of the main area, we will have the half bath over here on the right. So guest bathroom for when you're entertaining, another closet there, and then you enter the heart of the home. Living room back there with the dining on the right, and then on the left is the kitchen. So we'll probably start there. I personally love what they did with this island. It's almost like you have another kind of dining or breakfast nook. In the middle, they put almost like a table, which is quite cool, but a huge island. Obviously with the seating, you have the cabinets on the lower half of the other side, which we'll see here in a second, but a really good staple centerpiece of the kitchen. Over here on the left is going to be your pantry. Really good sized pantry. They maximize the space perfectly. You have the built-in microwave up top, a bunch of cabinets on this back wall. This is going to be an electric neighborhood, so electric cooktop. And you guys know I love when they put the drawers in the kitchen. They actually put it under the like stove and the oven. So drawers there and drawers on the right there. And speaking of the oven, obviously built in, gotta have it that way. And they did a two-tone look. On the island, they put this kind of like more brown, and then the back wall and pretty much all the other cabinets are gonna be this white. And then you have this blue backsplash that pops really, really well. And you know, when they do islands like this and they put the sink in, it makes it very easy to entertain. So whether people are right here on the island, in the dining room or the kitchen, you can pretty much entertain everywhere. And then another good feature is they almost put like a buffet, more cabinets and countertop space in that back corner. And then behind the kitchen is gonna be pretty much like a flex space, but I would probably use it more so similar to how they did TV room, media room, something like that. This could be really good for a kid's play area too. If you have really little ones, they could be still relatively close to the action, but have their own area that you can close the doors and either sound dampen or let them be in their own world. Nonetheless, you also do have a pretty good size laundry room. So obviously both units there, they elected to put some extra cabinets and countertop space in here. And then it does have a pass through to the primary bedroom. We'll see that here in a little bit, but I definitely wanted to notate that. And then on that back wall, there's space for an additional appliance, which is awesome. Go over here to the dining room. Pretty good size. They have an 8-seater in here. You could easily fit like a 10, 12, really almost any size table because it's such a big space and it's very open. I love the windows that they put on this back wall. Brings in so much natural light and you can kind of see your motor court. So if you have like a nice sports car or something, it's almost like a picture frame. Nonetheless, you also have these awesome vaulted or like cathedral ceilings with all of the beams up top. Not necessarily standard, but something that you could do if you ever elected to build from the ground up with Chesmar. And then over here is gonna be just another really good size living space. So just absolutely huge room. They have so much furniture in here. So you could really configure it however you want, whether it's a sectional, multiple couches, bunch of chairs, entertainment center, whatever the case may be. And in this particular model, they put an electric fireplace and they tiled it all the way up. Perfect to mount a TV similar to what they did. And then you could put easily some furniture on either side. Wanted to show this as well. This would be the entrance to your 2-car garage. So like a little mud bench there, and then this would be the actual 2-car garage. But they also use it as their design center. So like I mentioned, they're closing out in this neighborhood particularly, but Chesmar typically is a semi-custom home builder where you could kind of like build from the ground up, put all your different touches into the home, whether it's cabinets, flooring, whatever the case may be. And they do build this particular floor plan, the Gregory, in other neighborhoods. So whether you're looking at actually buying in this neighborhood or just buying a Chesmar home in another, great option. And again, you can build from the ground up. We'll go into this back right corner to the last secondary bedroom before we go outside and check out the lot. But really good sized bedroom again. All of the guest bedrooms are good sizes. This is back facing, so it does face like the backyard. No shared walls to any other bedroom, which is nice. Does have pretty good sized walk-in closet. And then it does have its own bathroom as well. Single vanity, just a stand-up shower in this one. But I think this is perfect for a guest bedroom because, again, separate from everybody else. And alongside that, it does have its own bathroom. And before we go out back, let's talk about this back wall. I mean, a bunch of windows. They did elect to put the sliding glass doors in here. Not necessarily standard, but something you could elect to do. But let's actually go outside and check out this awesome lot. So I wanted to show that back wall from a different angle. Look at all of that glass. And I opened up the sliding glass doors to show you the indoor-outdoor living that you could potentially do on this property. Nonetheless, really good sized patio. That like turfed area isn't covered, but most of the patio is. Nonetheless, you could do so much out here, whether it's kind of similar to what they did, a seating area, you could do an eating area out here, put outdoor furniture like that for a lounging space. But again, they build on minimum half-acre lots out here. So as you can see, this is a huge backyard. And from the drone shots, the HOA looks very lax, where they allow you to put shops, sheds, pools, sports courts, whatever the case may be. So truly you can use this blank canvas and do whatever you want, which is pretty much the reason most of my clients tend to love neighborhoods similar to Harvest Hill. And like I mentioned, as you can see, there's so much natural landscape around. It's a very established neighborhood. And speaking about the neighborhood, let's talk about what's in the neighborhood. So now let's talk about what's going on in and around the neighborhood. Starting in the community, you're gonna have, again, minimum half-acre lot sizes throughout the whole neighborhood, and it's kind of a mix. A few of the homes in here are gonna be a little bit older, whereas you have new construction as well. That's where you get that kind of established landscape in the neighborhood. You're gonna have an HOA with an amenity center, and fun fact, the amenity center was actually the original farmhouse in the neighborhood. So they converted it into the amenity center. You have a pool, a playground, 2 sports court, and you get all that for just $650 a year. My favorite part probably about this neighborhood is gonna be the tax rate. You're at a 1.45% tax rate, which is gonna save you so much money when you think of other brand new neighborhoods. We don't have any improvement districts or anything like that, just a fixed 1.5 tax rate. If we look outside the neighborhood, again, we're just pretty much 10, 12 minutes off of I-35 in Marion, Texas. When you think of Marion, Texas, it's like any other small town. You have a lot of mom and pop shops, really small downtown, like township, if you will. Nonetheless, really cool little things there. But then if you want to go to the bigger cities, whether it's Shirt, Cibolo, New Braunfels, San Antonio, Austin, we're very close in proximity to I-35 to give you that really easy commute time. The school districts in the neighborhood is gonna be Marion ISD, another intimate school setting, so smaller classroom sizes, which is really nice for those that want to have a really good education for your kids. With all that being said, let's go back inside, check out your primary bedroom, and show you the rest of the property. So as we walk back through the sliding glass doors, again, we're gonna enter into your living room. That is gonna be the front of the house over there, and tucked in this section is going to be your primary bedroom. So it is a very big primary bedroom. Again, none of the rooms in here lack in size at all. You have this huge wall for a huge TV, a bunch of furniture if you want, and you have those really nice fixed windows that bring in great natural light. Obviously enough room for a bed in here. And then in this left corner is gonna be your double door French entry to the bathroom. So dual vanities, a bunch of cabinets on that back wall with that middle kind of wardrobe looking thing. You do have the framed mirrors. They kept the medicine cabinets in here with those awesome windows up top. On this side, you have this huge tub. It is a standalone tub, which is nice. They put like a nice little niche right there. And then over here is gonna be your water closet, so your throne room, and then just a ginormous walk-in shower. They did elect a tile all the way up, and they did just kind of this like half wall for glass, but still really nice. You have a bench in here as well with your water fixture there. And who doesn't love when they put the diverter on a different wall? You don't have to get wet by cold water. And I do love how they put windows in there too. Just bringing some nice natural light into the shower. And then boom, you walk into this pretty big closet. And I love how they did this. You have one section over here that's split from the second section. So here's gonna be that second section, almost like a his and hers, but it is one closet. And they also do have the low voltage in here. So your modem, all that kind of stuff can go to one area. Like I mentioned, there's a pass through to the laundry room, which is nice. You don't have to go all the way around, easy for laundry days. And then we're right back into the kitchen, dining, and living space. So all in all, I think Chessmart did a great job in this model, but I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say. So let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, and your favorite feature of this property. Alongside that, if you're looking at making a move to the greater San Antonio area, I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. If you go down in the description, you'll see all of my contact information. For those that are watching on a TV, you can scan the QR code on screen. Please don't hesitate to reach out so I can be a resource for you and your family. If you want to see a home similar to this one, click here, and we'll see you on the next one.